West, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And off we go from Seattle.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Johnson. Pass incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw. Dodson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Dodson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dodson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, Hendricks. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
This defense for the Seahawks, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Dodson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 9. They go play action with Willis.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Back to throw, Willis.
Shot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
That's the game today. Makes it 3rd and 3.
No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Ochinoduwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about the show put up by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8.
Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Well, he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The Seahawks at 11-2 now, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Dodson. And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Dodson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw on second down. Dodson. This is the tight end fan. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Dodson.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there 20 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Willis looking to throw it.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Willis.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Willis.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now Moody for the PAT.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Niners 14, Seahawks 7. Jake Moody to kick off.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, Dodson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Throwing on 1st down, Dodson. And his throw here is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And Walker has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
Back to throw again.
That is caught.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, Metcalf, what a catch.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown.
A great effort there. As the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
Here's Willis.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Somebody thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line.
A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Niners have taken the lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Dodson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 3rd and long. Dodson. He's got his target. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Willis now off play action. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because they looked over for a minute. It was great work with the ball in the air. Never gave in. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a give right side. Hendricks. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Second down and 4. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
All right, fellas, all right. One more time. Let's go.
This 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Dodson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Dodson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Again, 3 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
On 1st down, Dodson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw. Dodson. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dodson. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Straight ahead, Walker. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down. Dodson. Walker with a grab, left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Smith and Jigba in motion right.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is right there. It's good. They have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Hendricks shoves him aside. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Hey, check that, check that. Run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Got it. Ready?
On 2nd down now, Hendricks.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hendricks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
13 yards. And the 49ers first down.
This is 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Hendricks. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here comes 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing, Willis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing line.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop. seconds remaining.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line.
And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle.
Here's 1st and 10. Willis to throw.
And that's complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way.